G'day, all you anime freaks and geeks, and welcome back to another episode of the A-Pod. While you're there, hit that like button, and follow it up with a subscribe. We need those likes and we need those subscribes. Please. And also, while you're there, drop us a comment. Make sure you engage with us. Let us know what you're watching. Let us know what you think we should watch. Give us a breakdown of your favorite anime fights. Let us know who you reckon we should talk about on Face Off. We want to talk with you, and we want you to talk with us.
Is there anywhere else that people can go other than just the comment section?
Mate, I'm glad you asked that. Not scripted. You can visit us on Instagram at the A-Pod. That's right, at the A-Pod. We are constantly using it. Man, that shit is tight how much we're hitting it.
Poppin', but sometimes the pictures don't load, so if you go on there and there's just one picture, just give it time. More will load in the next 12 months.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Instagram, and there's a reason for that. Is because their slow upload times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we can't endorse it, but we do check the DMs.
Yeah.
So hit us up there.
Yeah. And if you'd like to know where to go watch all of your anime, go to Crunchyroll. Not sponsored, but hey, Crunchyroll, if you're not doing anything, our DMs are also open on Instagram at the A-Pod. Anyway, so this week...
Who are you?
I'm Jackson. This is Zun. And this is our boy Arnold. I did forget that, we've got so many newcomers all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy keeping track of it.
Yeah. Yes, back to it. This week, I think it's important that we do another Who's Your Daddy segment.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, who is your daddy? Any particular anime dads you want to look at for...
I'm thinking of the Naruto variety.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking, how do I say this? Shikaku?
Oh, yeah, Shikaku Nara.
Shikaku Nara.
Yes, alright. No, good dad. For anyone who doesn't follow, Who's Your Daddy is where you break down basically different anime dads and determine if they're a good dad or a bad dad. We currently have a leaderboard with the only other Who's Your Daddy person on there, which is Goku. So Goku is, surprisingly, for anyone who knows of Goku and his parenting, number one.
Yep.
Likely to change very soon.
Likely to change.
Shikaku Nara. Let's see. What are some of his great dad moments? I think he's a good dad in terms of in a lot of our flashbacks from Naruto. He doesn't tell Shikamaru just to hate Naruto because he's different, which is pro-parent move. That's really good.
That's really good.
In fact, I'm pretty sure even at this, in the early episodes of Naruto where there's the group of parents from the village who are yeah, we're gonna get that Naruto guy. I'm pretty sure Choza, who is what's his name? Choji?
Choji,
yeah. Choji's dad. I'm pretty sure Choza is in that group, so not a pre. But Shikaku, notably absent, so a pre.
And then, obviously, there's one very notable moment when Shikamaru is dealing with the loss of his sensei...
Asuma,
yeah. And obviously trying to deal with all the emotions involved with that. Pretty much telling him, let it all out, don't hold it all in sort of thing, feel everything. That was a very, deep moment in Naruto. Yeah. And pro-parenting style. Definitely don't keep that shit in. Let it out.
Let it out. Also, Shikaku, instilled enough in Shikamaru that, you forge on, you move ahead, and you do what you have to do. So, I think Shikaku is a great dad. I was trying to lead into that then, but at a hard time.
He definitely well-deserved leader on our running board.
Oh, you're putting him straight into first?
I think... I know we probably should have more time to discuss this, but I think it's probably pretty clear that, he didn't decide to die within the first 5 minutes of Shikamaru's life, so I think he deserves to be first.
Yeah, and I guess he didn't... if he had the option to come back to life, he probably would take it as opposed to just... Or how about absenteeism? That's great.
Yeah. And I mean, credit to him because eventually his son does become the Hokage.
Yes, even though he doesn't necessarily accept the title, he is the Hokage.
Yeah.
spoilers for anyone who's not keeping up with Blue Vortex. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm keeping up. I love it. Blue Vortex is awesome. Would not waste time on the Boruto anime, though. That is... But, yep, not happy with that. So, leaderboard for anyone playing at home. We've got Shikaku Nara in first position, and then second position... But I'm going to say second position, probably like all the way kind of like down here in comparison, is Son Goku.
Son Goku, yes. Unless he decides to do something more notable in like the next release of Dragon Ball Super or anything like that, he will probably retain that position for some time.
Yes, for some time.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you've got an anime dad that you think we should do for Who's Your Daddy, let us know. So we've spoken before on the pod about like what powers we'd like. You had the very cool idea of having Hunter Sun's sort of access to the system, those sort of powers, and I had the more realistic and depressing flying Raijin and Shadow Clone, so I could just get someone else to do my work. But we've never really spent time breaking down powers, and I thought it might be a fun segment for our podcast, just like a anime power breakdown.
Yep.
And I thought, let's break down for our first ever one, starting at the top of the alphabet, Alchemy.
That's a good one. Alchemy is a good one to pick.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, Alchemy is the main sort of power in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and obviously Fullmetal Alchemist. If you haven't watched it, definitely recommend to watch. Great anime. And I think it's a great power. Also, I probably should clarify, I think we'll rank these, D to S, just like you normally would, or S to D. But yeah, no, I think it's a great power. I think it's super versatile.
Yeah.
And it's one of those powers where it's interesting. You don't seem to need to have a particular level of this or that. Like, you don't need a particular level of mana or ki or chakra or reishi. It's just kind of like, it's more or less a skill as opposed to like a stamina or a natural talent.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be just locked into a select group of people are the only ones that can use alchemy. Like, it seems to be anyone across the board that chooses to learn it can do it.
Yeah, and then obviously your mastery of it as a skill determines how good you are. Not just like your clan's natural ability to have more of this, or the techniques hidden within whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, we see throughout the series that there's like obviously specialist alchemists. They sort of work in one particular thing within alchemy, but have the ability to do all kinds of alchemy anyway, which I guess you brought it up before the pod. It's probably within a lot of people's capabilities to be able to do all kinds of alchemy. They're not just I know that Roy Mustang is the flame alchemist, but I feel like if probably a lot of people would have the ability to be able to learn flame alchemy.
Yeah, because essentially it's just the combination of spark and oxygen sort of thing.
Yep.
Similarly, Mustang would know how to sort of reproduce a lot of other alchemist things that he sees, because he knows the principles of alchemy and the equal exchange.
Yep.
And we see that it's really adaptable. Like, Ed is probably the best example for our adaptability and that sort of thing. He makes weapons, but he also uses Scar's technique where he does the deconstruct but not the reconstruct. Only once. He's not a big fan of it. But it's also really powerful in terms of like, it was able to seal Alphonse's soul to the suit of armor.
Yeah, I mean, his feats, I guess, through the show, I know it's about him and Al, but like, I guess a lot of things that he does throughout the show are pretty up there in comparison to a lot of the other alchemists, where simply creating a wall seems like a big deal, while, like you said, he's bonding a soul to a suit of armor and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like only having one leg at the time as well.
Yeah. I guess not the drawback, but like, a bit that takes away the cool factor is it's not like that, like, massive scalings of something like, like a tail beast bomb or, like a good Getsuga Tenshu or something like that. Like, it feels very, like, within the space that you're working in. But also, like, that is the cool part about it. If it's not, like, over the top and unrealistic. It feels like something that, like, a single person could do.
Yeah, I guess there are limits within the alchemy universe. Like, unless you've seen the truth, your alchemy is very limited to, only being able to do alchemy using a transmutation circle and everything like that.
But there's workarounds. Like Red Mustang, he's got his transmutation circle on his glove.
Yeah, so it does seem like, when the series first starts, and I think they're fighting the, like, water alchemist or whatever it is, and
Ice?
he sees... Yeah, it could be the ice.
Yeah.
And he sees Ed transmutate without doing a transmutation circle. And he's like, oh, you're not using a circle, but, like, most people have some sort of circle on, whether they're wearing gloves or something like that.
Alex Armstrong's got on his gloves. But yeah, no, I think for me, as much as I do love Fullmetal Alchemist and I love Alchemy, I don't think I can put it at S tier just because it's not, like, world destroying. But I think it's... I feel like it's hard to call it an A. I just want to call it an A because I think it's so well thought out and well done. It's probably like a high B.
It is probably a high B for me, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had a Philosopher's Stone, you could probably be an A.
Yes. Yeah, we'll call it that.
Because you've got untapped alchemy at that point in time. But I think probably just normal alchemy, or even if you've seen the truth alchemy, probably a B.
Yeah, let's call it a B. And I think in terms of a power that we see in a story, I think it's, like, far more exciting than just, like, Kai Blast sort of thing. But I think in terms of power that we see in the story, it's a much cooler sort of power.
I think they've given a lot of thought process
I was about to say
it
it's
as well.
a much more thought out power.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, if Ed was gonna turn his little automail arm into a blade to fight Goku's spirit bomb, oh, so sorry, Ed. He's got you. He's got you.
No. But, I mean, that universe in itself is everyone is basically on a level playing field, realistically. Like, there's no true power scaling unless you're a homunculus or you possess a Philosopher's Stone sort of thing. Which I guess why that show is so good is because there's not fucking...
all these wild ass pulls and different like 3 people who are goated and the rest of the world is
or everyone's ranked on their power levels sort of thing. Like, it's just straight across the board, everyone's on the same playing field pretty much.
Look, I know we got to wrap the segment up because we're probably starting to push a little more for time, but I just need to say, seriously, if you haven't watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, watch it.
It's on Netflix. We're not sponsored, but fucking just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. It's so good.
Oh god.
That's why Ed is one of our mics.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Oh.
Anyways, solid B, love the power, love the show, get on it.
Fuck. Ding ding.
It's called a sensu bean. Eat up.
There are a lot of animes out there where, we throw out the tagline, saved by the plot, does feature a lot.
Yes.
In a lot of animes.
Yes, I know. We've covered before Sasuke and his incredibly thick plot armor.
Oh my god. That plot armor is thicker than a Sasuke. That's how thick it is.
It's so thick.
And another great anime that features a lot of saved by the plot or plot armors in it is Attack on Titan.
Yes, there is a bit of plot armor floating around Attack on Titan. Probably one of the safest armors you can wear if you are a main to side main character.
True. Although they do probably in the first season kill off a lot of people by being consumed by Titans.
Yeah, well, that's because they weren't side main enough and they didn't find out where the plot armor was to pick it up. That's on them. They should have looked harder.
True. Everyone went to the same basic training. It's your fault that you didn't pick the right one.
Correct.
Anyway, The save by the plot moment I'm talking about in particular is to do with Reiner.
I can already tell you 100% what moment this is.
Yes.
This is when Levi chases him down the wall and stabs basically through his neck to kill him.
Yep.
And Ryan's like, joke's on you, I'm going to just move my consciousness.
Yeah. That is the exact moment I'm talking about.
It is, out of all the plot armor moments, it is one of the biggest ass pulls in the land.
Yeah. And in hindsight, do you think Levi feels like an idiot that he should have just not chopped off his head rather than stab him through the neck?
Yeah, 100%. Like, although I guess still, even if he moved his consciousness, his head would have just like grown back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we see from the end of the series where Eren has his head shot clean off his body, apparently that doesn't really make a difference because when you're wearing the thickest upon thick plot armor, it's all good. Nothing will break that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so like, because it's such like a, at this point in the series, we'd never, I mean, yes, this is when Bertolt and Reiner revealed themselves to, is it when they revealed themselves? No, they're in the war, aren't they?
No, this is where the scouts have gone to retake Shigangia and Bertolt and Reiner and Eren's brother are there.
Oh, Zeke, yeah.
Yeah, to like stop them from doing it.
Yeah. But like, so by this point in the series, we're very aware of Titans, Titan shifters, and those abilities. And not once do we like get this idea that you can just like move your vital spot from your head to your toes.
No, because and like the whole way through, we've been under the assumption that if you cut the nape of the neck, the Titan will die. But apparently, if you just stab the Titan shifter through the neck, they don't die.
All sweet, nothing happens.
Yeah. Yes, I think that as far as being saved by the plot, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I assumed in that moment that Reiner would have died.
Yeah. And again, the whole reason why he had to live was because the story gets so heavily driven around him, in the seasons to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 100% not a... Like, I don't even think... I feel like... Oh, no, they do reference that ability again at some point, don't they?
Yeah, I think that Reiner has his head blown off, and then Bertolt mentions the fact that he transfers his consciousness through his body again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like a bit of an ass pull, really, because like how much power do you really have as a Titan shifter to be able to take, your consciousness and spread it everywhere else in your body? Like,
Yeah.
it seems a bit far-fetched, really.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's big piece of plot armor. It was probably very heavy to lift and carry around for Reiner. I mean, I'm glad he had it because, that final season, plural, because there's so many final seasons, that was amazing. And
yeah, I feel like they would have really struggled if the Armored Titan wasn't there to do a lot of the heavy lifting while they were fighting on the back of Eren's back.
yeah.
Because, it would have just been a bunch of scouts and the female Titan and the cart Titan, and they probably would have lost pretty quick.
Yeah, and I couldn't even imagine what the story would be without Reiner, because the story so quickly gets reconstructed for us to stop liking Eren and start liking Reiner, and for us to get a little bit of sympathy towards even all the people that live in Mali and Liberia and that sort of thing. So understand why the plot armor had to exist, but also like you're writing the story, right? Can't you just write something different? Like, why not go like, this is to be an amazing ass pull of power that no one's ever heard of, and I'm going to use it like essentially in very niche circumstances, and it's going to feel only applicable because this character would die otherwise. Like, I know, even like a bit of like out of Titan like hardening or something would have made more sense than the shifting consciousness, especially for the armored Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest with you, and this is not this segment, but the Armored Titan is probably the most underutilized and somewhat to a degree useless power.
Yeah, I mean, could be the Cart Titan. That's worse. But
Yeah, we should really rate the Titans.
yeah,
one week.
actually, future episodes that's coming your way.
Yeah.
Titans ranked.
Yep, so stick around for that. But yes, that plot armor is thick as fuck. But we're probably lucky that it is as thick as what it was because
God, it's a great story.
yeah,
If you've got some nice bits of plot armor, let us know so we can break it down.
yeah, and let us know what you think about this extra thick plot armor that we just discussed.
Can he see spirits? I'm guessing no.
I saw a very peculiar sight the other day. So I catch a bus every now and then in for my work from like one building into like a different part of the city, and I saw two emo kids. I've not seen emo kids in a very long time, like not since like 2010 did I see like a solid hardcore emo kid, and these two emo kids were thrown down, and it really got me thinking about like emo anime characters, which led me to Uryu and Sasuke, like where they were fighting each other, and I thought this is a perfect face-off.
It's like the best of the second best.
Yeah. So I think for this fight we call it, like neutral ground. We're not like in like the Seirei where it's like full of reishi or I don't think Sasuke really has his own equivalent of like home ground, but it's a neutral ground. And yeah, who do you think takes that fight? Like, what does each character have? Like, we've got.
I mean, Uryu he can shoot the arrows. What is that called? His Linked Reagan or whatever it is.
You've got shoot the arrows.
Shoot the arrows. He's got his blue vein or
Yeah, blue. I don't know, but yeah, defense.
Yeah, defense and like the healing ability that the Quincy's have and everything like that. He's got speed. I don't think raw strength is really part of their skill level.
No.
That kind of sums it up for.
Yeah, he's got ranged attacks. He's got defensive ability. Got some healing. Not particularly strong, but quick.
Yep.
And then we got Sasuke, who's got ranged attacks with different ninjutsus. Close range attack with different ninjutsus. Got his genjutsu as well.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, he's got Susanoo.
Yep. Which also pairs well as an attacking weapon too.
Yeah, true. It doesn't look very good for Uryu.
I think maybe if Sasuke possibly got dust in his eyes,
Yeah.
at best, Uryu might be able to shoot him with one of his arrows. At best.
Yeah, I think like when I'm thinking like Sasuke versus Uryu, I'm thinking like the younger Sasuke, like the one that versus Daedra, sort of like age. In which case, I feel like it's more of an evenish fight. Pre Susanoo,
Still has the curse mark though.
yeah, he does still have the curse mark. But I guess Uryu has that like thing where he breaks that like glove or wherever it is, and he's the ultimate Quincy for half an hour, and then Quincy'd out. But yeah, I feel like at that level, it's not. I still feel like it's heavily swayed towards Sasuke. Like I feel like just ninjutsu is just better than the Quincy powers. But I'd say it'd be tighter. But I think like if we take like Sasuke from the Fourth Great Ninja War, it's so it's so one-sided.
Yeah. Uryu would be begging for a quick death because if Sasuke was in a mood, it would not be a good time.
Oh yeah, and he gets in a mood.
Yeah.
No, the way that I see the fight going, I see Uryu saying something real filthy along the lines of he gives me like Toby Rama Senju racism towards Uchiha vibes. So I'd say that he'd say something racist towards Uchiha because he's racist towards Shinigami. And then what Sasuke would do would be use his Rinnegan ability to teleport behind Uryu, slip both hands into Uryu's cheeks, and then with the force of 1,000 men, because Sasuke is quite strong, rip his hands in opposite directions, absolute split Uryu's cheeks, and yeah, fight over. I don't think Uryu's got a counter for that.
No. I think, honestly, the scaling is like not even close. And Arnold, as he always does for these segments, he does a bit of research for us, and he came to the same conclusion that like there was going to be some serious cheek tearing, and Uryu was not going to be walking straight for a long time.
Shit, fuck, sorry.
Which, is probably the first one that Arnold's got right in a while, because he usually fucks these up.
He does normally fuck them up, but yeah, I think when you look at it, like when you stand back and go, oh, Uryu versus Sasuke, that'd be an interesting fight. It's only interesting because we feel as though they have the same vibe in their show, and in their universe, but in terms of their like abilities, they're so far apart, and it's only once you start thinking about it, you're like, no, it's not going to be interesting. It's just going to be watching like a broody late teen just absolutely split the cheeks of this other moody teen, and yeah, it's.
I think Uryu wouldn't even beat Neji-kun so cold, even if Neji-kun was so cold.
Yes, if Neji-kun's hand was still warm and was no longer cold, I think his 8 trigrams, 64 palms rotation would also fuck up Uryu.
Those cheeks would be well and truly clapped.
Oh, they'd be so clapped.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Neji paired his 8 trigrams, 64 palms rotation with the 1,000 years of death?
that would be very
Death. Shit.
That would be great.
Yeah, as always, if you guys have a face-off, let us know.
Huh? You're a dead man.
So what did we learn today? Shit, what did we learn? We learned that Shikaku Nara, great dad.
Great dad.
One of the best, yeah.
Currently the best.
Yeah, currently the leader.
Yeah.
Shit, we learned that
Alchemy
is a great power. It's not the goat of powers, but so well thought out.
It's not tippity top tier, but it's in the tier.
Yeah, and I'd love to use it.
Yeah.
We learnt that Reiner is a protected species for the plot.
Yep.
And we learnt that the 1,000 years of death jutsu pairs really well with 8 trigrams palms rotation.
Yes, we learnt that Uryu would have his cheeks clapped on a number of levels, and to be honest with you, I feel like it's more of a mercy for him to fight Sasuke than it would be to fight Neji.
Oh shit. But hey, we hope you've enjoyed the show. If you want to get involved, leave a comment. Want to hear from you what you're watching, any hot takes, conspiracy theories. You can hit us up on our Instagram at the APod. There's not many posts there.
There will be a new concept post of Neji though.
All the brown fingers. Oh shit. Anyways, it's been gret. As always, say hi to your mother.
Say hi to your mother.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It's the APod.